Okay, today we're going to be talking about Southampton's 1-1 draw with Arsenal. Now, first half, dreadful. I was honestly sitting there watching the game thinking, I would rather be asleep right now. It's fucking 3 a.m. and we're playing like wank. And I'd just rather not be awake. But second half, we came out, had a bit of pride, had a bit of energy, and we managed to get a goal. We managed to get a point. Really didn't create that many chances, if any, except the goal. But at the end of the day, second half was much better. First half was shit. But second half was much better, and we get a point against Arsenal. Obviously, that's 3 games, 5 points. Not bad. Much better than one draw and 6 or some shit that we had before. So, it's better. We had a lot of injuries that game. Walker-Peters out, Balakovic out, Lavia out. Adams couldn't start. Big losses. Obviously, Maitland-Niles because he's loaned from Arsenal couldn't play. So there was a lot of big losses in that team, and we had to really just scrap a team together. And we somehow got a point. I'm still shocked we did, to be honest. I will say Arsenal definitely deserved a pen. I'm not sure how it wasn't a pen. Celtic was literally basically trying to do some WWE moves on him. But we got to go with that. But that's how it is. That's football nowadays. Referees suck. Sometimes you get decisions. Sometimes you don't. That's literally how it goes. We get countless shit decisions. I mean, you watch Prem every week and there's probably 6 shocking decisions just sitting there like, I'm not a paid professional. I'm not a paid referee. And yet I know that's fucking the most ridiculous decision ever. So, referees suck, basically. Ignore the hair, it's a fucking mess. I'm on about 4 hours sleep, so I'm a bit fucking... But yeah, I'll take a point, I'm happy with that. We showed a lot of fight, and at the end of the day, it's a good point. And Ralph needed that. I think if we were to lose this game 2-3-0, not really have any desire, any spirit, any fight, I think again fans would be like, get him out. They'd probably be chanting, you're getting sacked in the morning, blah, blah, blah. Which obviously doesn't help the atmosphere around the club, doesn't help the atmosphere of the team, and basically just is a hindrance to the whole club. But he got a point today, and we're on 5 points in 3 games, which I don't know where that puts us in the table, but like 14th or something. Not, we haven't flown up the table. But I would say, I don't want to admit it, but Alanusi did something. Ooh, I couldn't believe it. He actually was in a position to create, and he created something. Mind-blowing, honestly. Diallo was tackling people. Never heard of that before. I don't know why Theo Walcott played. I would have just preferred a Dozy or something like that. Like, I don't understand why he came on, but a Dozy didn't come on. Oh, well, not till later, obviously. Because Walcott, I think he did some good, decent defensive work, like he was there, but attacking-wise, so wasteful. So wasteful. I was saying in the reactions to the game, just play the ball over the top. Adams is running. Just play the ball over the top. Even if he's got a tight hamstring, he'll probably still make it. He's a beast. But on that as well, Southampton fans being wah. Adams isn't playing. Oh, why is he on the bench if he's not fit? It's like, you can be fit, but not fit to start. That is possible. You know that, right? Sometimes, bear with me, you have a tight muscle, and you're thinking, I can't do a lot on it, but I can still do on it. Like you could go for a run, but could you go for a sprint? It's that sort of thing. And clearly Adams he can't play 90 minutes of high tempo, high pressing, so they played him for the last 20. Like, I don't understand. It's not as if you watched him play, he wasn't pressing. He wasn't going crazy like he did against Bournemouth and against West Ham. He wasn't going hyper. He was more the target man, play it long to me, I'll try hold it up, bring the team forward. That was his role. So it's not as if he ran fucking 20 minutes like crazy and potentially pulling a hamstring. He was pretty reserved, and that was pretty obvious. So he clearly came on just to sort of bring the team out with his hold-up play. And you can't really complain about that. Obviously, before a game starts, everyone's questioning Ralph. They're questioning this team sheet, and it's like, bruv, we have like 4 key players out. Like, what do you want from him? What do you want him to do? Conjure up a fucking midfielder? Conjure up a right back? Like, Jesus Christ. He's not a wizard, unfortunately. I think tactically we started wrong. I was expecting just the 3, which most likely would be a 5 because, we're playing against a good side. But we started with 4, which was kind of weird, and then we conceded instantly, and then we're like, we'll go 5. And I was like, well, probably should have gone 5 from the start, but that sort of shows that he was wanting to play. Even though he didn't have the exact personnel he would have wanted, he still wanted to play in a more attacking 4-4-2 system. But I'm just happy. I'm happy with a point. I'm happy this week has been good. 2 draws and a win. Good week. We've done well against West Ham side that's very good. Against an unbeaten Bournemouth side, and then, or unbeaten, in that run. And then Arsenal, which is a good point as well. I will say, there's a lot of people complaining about refereeing performances, and it's sort of just like, it's hard because I watched the game and I thought, yeah, it was a pen. Yeah, our defenders and stuff were very physical and aggressive. But that's what are you expecting? You are the so-called title contenders up against a team that's struggling in 16th or something, and you're expecting us to be light, to be like, oh, I don't want to touch you, Jesus, I don't want to touch you, Martinelli. Obviously, we're going to get up your ass. We're going to try and make you disjointed. We're going to try and be aggressive. So I don't know why you're complaining about that. Just because you're Arsenal and you, we can play Europe. We're a big club. We're not. We don't have the luxuries of Arsenal and having good players everywhere. They don't have to get up someone's ass to fucking disjoint the play. We don't have that luxury. So I don't want to hear you crying about it. You are the league leaders. Shit's going to happen to you. And this is why you're not going to win the league. I'm sorry. This is why you're not going to win the league. You're not ready for this. City would put 6 past us today. Especially in that first half. We were dreadful. And that is the difference. And in that second half, City would never have let us come out and start playing. Never. Even if we were being aggressive, they weren't getting decisions going their way, they didn't get the penalty going their way, they would never have let us play. And that is why Arsenal are not going to win the league. I tell you right now, I've said it from day one. It's all hype. It's all hype. It's one of those seasons where a team that isn't expected to be first after 10 games or 12 games or whatever it is, everyone goes, oh, they're going to challenge. How many times over the last 5-6 years has a team done exactly that just for City to win? Or just for Liverpool to win or challenge? So many times. Chelsea, Tottenham, now Arsenal. You're up there, but you're not going to be up there for long because it is such a hard league to win, especially when you've got fucking City, who are just a fucking well-oiled machine with a bunch of fucking crackheads running around. I would just, if I was an Arsenal fan, be happy that you're top 4, to be honest, because I don't see you challenging. And after the World Cup, month after the World Cup, you'll probably be second by 5 points. That's how good City are. Do you see? The question is, do Arsenal fans see Arsenal getting 90 plus points? Because that's what you need. This City team gets 90 plus points. How many in the last 5 seasons have they got? 4, 9 plus seasons? You're going to need a fuck ton of points, and dropping points against little old Southampton is not going to do it for you. But yeah, that's it for Arsenal. I'm the bearer of bad news, I guess. But overall, happy. I did predict a loss, but I'm happy we got a point. It's a good point, and it's a point that continues us to slightly get better, slightly more confidence. I'm not... bruv, I don't know who we're playing next, honestly. I keep forgetting to check these fucking schedules. But it's a big game. Whoever we play next, it's a chance to continue the progression, to continue the confidence, continue the way we're playing. Because the second half is the way we want to play. So we just need to fucking, first half played as well, But yeah, that's my review. Happy with a point. Bit lucky with Arsenal, should have had a pen. But that's how the cookie crumbles nowadays. We've had plenty against us, not really plenty for us, but plenty against us as well. That, don't go away. But yeah, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you, when does this come out? See you tonight for a FIFA career live stream where I attempt to not get sacked from Southampton and not get relegated preferably. But I'll see you there. Subscribe if you enjoyed.